Hey guys, I am out in the garden today trying to get cleaned up. Well, it's gonna be over the course of maybe a week, trying to get cleaned up in the garden, just clean up all the stuff that has been put in here and thrown in here, get the beds cleaned up a little bit. I'm thinking about possibly mulching with some leaves. And I know there's like pros and cons to that, but I've got to cover the soil with something, and I don't really want to do straw because then that just seeds wheat in my garden. And I'm not totally convinced that the straw that I've been getting hasn't been sprayed, so I'm gonna try to avoid that this year and try the leaves. Now I have enough time, I feel like, that the leaves will break down. Granted, I do know from past experience that if you are going to do this, you have to make sure that you're using the correct type of leaves. So you have to be a little bit familiar with the trees that you're collecting leaves from under. I know for sure black oak will just basically kill all the plants in the mulching area, so just be careful about that. My bigger concern is disrupting pollinators. Like, I know that queen bumblebees overwinter in the leaves, and I'm really afraid of disrupting them. But I have so many woods and so many leaves that I feel like if they are there are enough of them there, hopefully, to then perpetuate the species. So I need to, like, I did this one yesterday, which you guys will see, but I did this one yesterday and I really need to cover that soil with something. So I think I'm gonna give it a go this year. I know that there are pros and cons to it, but it's what I have to work with right now. And these are my flower beds, so it's worth the risk for me at this time. I could end up very much regretting it, or it could be exactly what is needed. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it. But this video is really just gonna be you guys hanging out in the garden with me and enjoying this beautiful day that we're having, or these beautiful days. It has been cold here for the last, what feels like week and a half. It's been getting down into the 20s. I think the coldest night we had was 22, but last night I think it was 27. So we've been getting some hard frosts. So the peas and stuff have suffered. They are not doing very well. I'm gonna pull them off. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to put them on the beds and let them kind of decompose in the garden or in the bed, or whether I'm going to throw them to the chickens. So I haven't quite decided that yet, but this video is greatly going to be just hanging out in the garden with me, getting it cleaned up because it looks a little bit disheveled and I really want to be in this space, but it's hard for me to come out here and sit and relax when the space is like that. So that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, listen. I got this new tripod because I left my other tripod out in the rain once and it broke. So I got this new tripod, and we're still getting to know each other. We're not sure if we like each other yet, so bear with me. It has been known to shake and sway, and so if you're shaking all around and I make you motion sick, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, but at least I'll get to watch some pretty beautiful garden footage. I decided to give it to the chickens. I figure they could benefit quite a bit from it while it's still a little bit green. And they love it. And who doesn't love watching some chick TV while you're gardening? decide where to put this. And I think that its winter home and its summer home are going to be different. I'm thinking I'm gonna try it over here by the shed, but I know that in the summer that's going to be much too hot. I don't know, what do you guys think? Altercations happening in the chicken yard. Okay, so I think that's where I'm gonna end it for today. I'm gonna fill this one bed with leaves probably a different day. You might see it in a different video. I might end up adding it to this one, we'll see. But I also need to harvest the broccoli. It's looking like it's about to bolt. So I was trying to wait for my friend to come have a garden date with me, but I don't think that it can wait. I'm probably gonna go ahead and harvest that. I'm pretty much done out here. It feels so much better. There's just something about cleaning up the garden that makes it feel a lot more inviting. And I will be harvesting that broccoli. I'm not sure if I'm gonna harvest it today. I just don't want to not do anything with it, but I think it's got dinner in its agenda, so I'm pretty excited about that. I love broccoli, and fresh broccoli is just a whole nother level of love. So thank you guys for hanging out in my garden with me today. I hope you enjoyed it.